question. So President Biden has promised that there's going to be no American boots on the ground, and he's also acknowledging that the war in Ukraine is going to impact pocketbooks. We see, especially with what happened last night with the nuclear facility in Ukraine, no sign of Putin stopping, and in fact, he's telling Macron that he's in this till the end. So I wonder what makes the administration confident that Americans are willing to, pay for the price of Ukrainian liberty, especially if this is going to drag on for long. And then I have a separate question.
Sure. Well, to be very clear, and I think you all heard the president convey this in his speech the other night, the reason why we are seeing volatility in the global oil markets, the reason why the price of gas is going up is not because of steps the president has taken. They are because President Putin is invading Ukraine, and that is creating a great deal of instability in the global marketplace. So what we are trying to do, and what the president is focused on doing, is taking every step we can to mitigate the impact of that. Obviously, he announced the release of more oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, did that in a coordinated way. We have a range of options on the table we are considering. But where we are at in this moment is certainly we are taking steps to stand up for democracy versus autocracy, stand up to the actions of a brutal dictator. But it is because of his actions that we are in this circumstance.
One other question on the Supreme Court reinstating the death penalty for Boston bomber.
Yeah.
I wondered, I know there's a moratorium, on the death penalty the DOJ has put in place, but are there any other actions planned or any other steps taken to keep the president's pledge to end the death penalty?
Well, the president certainly supports the Attorney General's decision to issue a moratorium on federal executions while it conducts a comprehensive review of the practice. And that practice and process is ongoing. And the president has expressed before that he has deep concerns about whether capital punishment is consistent with the values that are fundamental to our sense of justice and fairness. Obviously, I can't. This is a case that the Department of Justice could certainly speak to, but I would just say that President expressed horror at the events of the Boston Marathon bombing at the time. He believes that Tsarnaev should be punished for responsibility in the murder of 3 innocent people at the marathon, for wounding dozens of others, and for his role in killing 2 police officers who were attempting to bring him and his brother to justice. And he knows the deep pain that his crime caused. As the president said at the one-year commemoration of the bombing, quote, "I know that no memorial, no words, no act can fully provide the solace that your heart still yearn to acquire." He has made clear, as I noted, his grave concerns about capital punishment as implemented, but he respects the process and the ongoing review that is being led by the Department of Justice and the Attorney General. Go ahead.